They say if we'll only avoid any confrontation with the enemy, he'll forget his evil ways and learn to love us. All to oppose, all to oppose.
How's it going, everyone? Hope all is well. I'm back again with another NBA video, and the trade deadline has just passed, and there was a certain team that made a interesting move, and it's all over Twitter. It's getting slandered all over Twitter. It's getting slandered all over Facebook, and that is the Houston Rockets. They traded Clint Capela pretty much to get Robert Covington, and they abandoned the center position. So they're pretty much running PJ Tucker as center, and they're running a lineup, a rotation with no true big at all. Now, I'm sitting and thinking about the move, and one thing's for sure is the real reason why I believe Capela got moved is because teams figured out how to stop James Harden. And I'm not saying stop James Harden as in lock him down, but they found a way to not deal with him. And what they would do is he was constantly getting trapped and double teamed every single game. I mean, when he started going on this little bad streak, which is also, I'm like, hey, what's wrong with Harden, man? And I'm watching all their games, and it's like 80% of the possessions he's getting double teamed, he's getting trapped. So I wouldn't say, for the people that will probably say, hey, he's overrated, I would say he's such a good player that teams don't want to deal with him. And what I figured out was he's a player he needs to go into a rhythm. He needs to go into a specific flow for him to execute in the game. He's not a reactor like Russell Westbrook is a reactor. You could throw whatever you want at him. He's not really a guy you could game plan around. The most you could do is give him space, but he just goes crazy. And James Harden is the opposite. James Harden is a player that needs to go into a rhythm. And Clint Capela wasn't helping with this at all because he can't spread the floor at all, and he's not really an offensive option unless you throw him a lob or you're giving him a alley-oop, a putback, if he's getting a putback, sorry. Also, another thing I think Daryl Morey realized this team was at its strongest was when Trevor Ariza was there. You know, remember when he was there and they took the Warriors with Kevin Durant to 7 games in the Western Conference Finals? That team was really good. Floor was spread. They had another good wing defender. So you had PJ Tucker and Trevor Ariza. Now it's Robert Covington. It's pretty much Robert Covington and Trevor Ariza is pretty much just the same player. You could argue who's better. Maybe Robert Covington is better now. But the point is, this team cannot flourish if Harden isn't doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Now, since they made the move, I believe they're 2-2 since the move, but the Utah game, that was like a pure miracle game. They should have won that. So they really should be 3-1. And guys is like, well, they're gonna pound the rock on the paint. And I'm watching the games, and only real true bigs with low post ability can attack them. Because with a lineup like this, what happens is they could rotate on everything. They could play switch defense on everything. And let's say centers like Rudy Gobert or like a Clint Capela, DeAndre Jordan, those centers won't really be effective against the Houston Rockets because they don't have any dribble moves. They don't have any post moves. When they beat the Lakers, JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard wasn't really effective much. They just kept doubling them, trying to pickpocket them because they don't really have ball security. And the main reason is because of offensively, they will be explosive again. They will get more open shots because they can move the ball. And when you need Harden to do something, he can isolate. Teams on defense who take the risk of trapping him, remember, there's 4 other shooters. You can't really double team him anymore because someone is going to be open for a 3-point shot. Robert Covington is a sniper. And the person who will benefit the most out of this move is Russell Westbrook. And you see how he's playing. He was playing fantastic before the trade, But he's even better now because all you guys that run 2K, you know what I'm about to say. 5-out offense is deadly, and it's very difficult to defend. And what better person to have 5-out offense than Russell Westbrook? Maybe LeBron, because that's usually how he runs his offenses back in Cleveland. You got Russell Westbrook, man. This dude cannot get guarded one-on-one by anybody. No way. It's Russell Westbrook. He bullies centers, man. And you can see how dominant he is. And I'm watching this. I believe they just beat the Boston Celtics. So that is another win. This team is going to... Now, I'm not saying they're going to come out the West. I still, to this moment, believe it's a 2-team run in the West. And I will believe that until proven otherwise. But I think they improved their situation. And I think everyone is going crazy for no reason. Because I could see Houston getting hot to end the second half of the season because of this trade. No question about it. James Harden starting. His last 3 games he started to play better because of the change of offense, the change of pace. Their half-court offense is not congested anymore, so teams can't double-team Harden anymore, and now he could get into his rhythm. And this team will play better because of his rhythm. He could do his dribbles, his step backs, he could draw fouls. So I think this trade to end this season will work. I think they will end this second half of the season again in a good note. I know a lot of you guys will disagree with me, and if you do, let me know down in the comment section. I'll love to hear it. No question about it. I love debating. So that's it. I'll be back on the All-Star break to do, mid-season rewards and mid-season playoff predictions. No question. So hope you guys have a good one. Peace.